Hi there, and welcome to Intuitive Readings with Stiofan Seamus. I am Stiofan Seamus, and I am a spiritual healer and advisor, and an intuitive reader. I'm also known as Guide of the Light. As we live our lives, Spirit guides us to and through life situations that can be difficult to understand. It's up to us to decide if we will follow the path that the Creator has set before us, or ignore all the signs and wonders that this universe has to offer. Sometimes we are presented with a life situation where we need further guidance or healing to get through it. As a spiritual advisor and a Reiki master healer, I connect with Source and channel messages and healing specifically for you and your highest good. Having love life issues? Let's talk and see what Spirit would want you to know about the situation right now. Emotional issues? Maybe you are in need of a Reiki session so that we can channel universal life energy to help you realign. Or maybe you're debating a career move and need to know if now is the time to make that move. Through our Spirit's mutual understanding, we can seek out those answers. As a guide of the light, I challenge you to live your life in a way that is for the betterment of humanity. Message me on Facebook Messenger now to get in line for your reading today. In light and love, Stiofan Seamus, Guide of the Light. Hi. I wasn't quite ready, and I'm the one controlling. Yeah, craziness going on everywhere. I had a last minute little set up here, and I'm still, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Anyways, hello, how are you? And welcome to Intuitive Readings with Stiofan Seamus. If you are joining us today, I do thank you. And let me know. Say hi. And we will have a wonderful time doing it. So, one reason why I'm a little late is because I'm trying to find groups to be able to advertise the show in. If you know of any, hey, send those my way. I will be very grateful. And, who knows, maybe we'll work something out. But, anyways, I hope that everyone is doing well. And I'm going to back this down just a little bit because I see that, that looks a little bit better. Anyways, I hope that everyone is doing well and that it's a good day. Of course, every day is a good day, but some days are more good than others. And so, we need to take those into account as well. Something that I saw today, and I know this is going to be just way off from what I usually do. But something that I saw today triggered some thinking in my mind. And so I think we're going to use this as our message from the archangels, unless I feel otherwise led to actually go ahead and do an archangel message. This is going to be that. But there it is. You know, we're in this time where things are not normal. Things are more out of our control right now than what we wish for. And do we really know what it's going to be like to return to normal? So here's what I propose. I came across a Facebook post earlier today that says, in the rush to return to normal, use this time to consider which parts of normal are worth rushing back to. Now, this is a quote from somebody named Dave Hollis. Don't know who this is. I didn't do very much research, but it was on Facebook. If you go to my Facebook page at Stiofan Seamus, and it'll be in my live in my feed. Excuse me, in my feed there. And so, yeah, you can do that and go there and like it and share it and whatever. It should be available for that. But I want to take that thought. I want to take that thought and kind of talk about that today. In the rush to return to normal, use this time to consider which parts of normal are worth rushing back to. How many of us over this past, I don't know, week and a half, 2 weeks, and then in the coming weeks, in the weeks to come, have found that you have lost your sense of normalcy, albeit not normal before now. What was our sense of normalcy before now? The reason why I asked this, and the reason why I ask it in this way, is because over time, it seems to me as though a big number of us have got away from normal in exchange for a very fast-paced, ungrateful life. I think we are given this chance and opportunity, although be it very scary and very unknowing as what the next hour might bring. This is a chance to return to what Earth is called us to. I think we got to a point where we didn't know what we were doing. And the earth, spirit, the divine, kind of almost got tired of it. You know? So what does that say? What does that say about us? Where does that put us? I think that we find ourselves in a new normal. A normal of taking time to reflect and find out just what it is that we've been missing in our lives all along. Now, some of you are, well, but I wasn't really missing anything. It was just things are so different now than they were in years past. And yes, they are. They are. But that doesn't mean that we forget who we are and whose we are and where we come from. How many times have we thought, have we even considered to take a moment to give a moment of thanks, even to the earth? Even if you're not religious, even if you're not spiritual, what you put out comes back to you. And I agree with this 150%. I think we've gotten to a point where the technology and fast-paced living, and we gotta go here and we gotta do that, and la da 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 da, has been the rule of our living, has been the rule of our normal. We can't let that be the rule of our normal anymore. That is what is going to take us to the edge of failure. Failure of humanity. Failure of society. So, in the rush to return to normal, use this time to consider which parts of normal are worth rushing back to. Amen. Well, I'm proud of myself. Doubly proud of myself. I was actually able to get the stream up and going, and I didn't get frustrated with it, even though I had problems. But, I got 99 problems, anyways. So, yeah. And then I also got the chat thing working again. I am just on a roll this time. I had to... So yesterday, I ended up having to delete the old program that I was using and revert to an older version of the same program so that I could do this. And I was like, at that point, I didn't even know if this was going to work, but it's working, at least for the most part. For now, well, no, I can say it's working. It's working. And hey, I'm happy. That's what matters, right? Okay. Let me see. Is there anything in... Let's see. What's going on? Anyways, let's see. Yeah, okay. So, I think there's probably going to be a new segment coming up soon. Unless I can find it online. I don't mean to keep my head down, but I'm trying to find something here. So we are halfway through March. This is probably going to be something that I start adding in to the show until I get people on that want readings. But I grew up with a fascination for the Old Farmer's Almanac. I'm going to kind of go off of that. Today's the 28th. The Old Farmer's Almanac, and we are doing the night sky for March 2020. March 2020 Guide to the Bright Planets. This is by Bob Bierman. This was published on March 1st, 2020. And they're talking about March 28th through the 31st. Planet Party. The 3 planets minus the moon, again, form a nice grouping from the 28th to the 31st. And the 3 planets that he's talking about is let me make sure I got this correct. Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. Also, further off in a distance, I hear from other astrologers that Pluto is in this grouping as well. This is a little further. That's a little bit more than what I'm drawn to. The 3 planets minus the moon again form a nice grouping from the 28th to the 31st, with Jupiter on the right and Saturn on the left. On the 31st, Mars has a conjunction with Saturn. The 2 planets will be visible in the dawn sky, rising a few hours before the sun and shining bright until dawn breaks. So that's no, I don't want that. No thanks. That is through the end of the month. March 28th, that's the day. Venus, the moon, and Pleiades. On March 28th, enjoy a beautiful grouping of Venus, the crescent moon, and Pleiades in the western sky after sunset. Learn more about the Pleiades, aka the Seven Sisters. Okay, so that's a thing. That's just a couple of things, and I'm going to, I think I am going to try and start doing some stuff from the Farmer's Almanac, which means I got to get me one. Like I said, I grew up with a fascination of the Farmer's Almanac. Don't know why, just did. But anyways, the old Farmer's Almanac. That's the one from 1792. That's the one that I think Jefferson, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Jefferson or Benjamin Franklin, I think. So, anyways. Let's see. So we're no longer in Mercury retrograde. Looks like that won't happen again until June, starting June 18th to July 12th. So we should be good. We should be good for a while. We should be good on that for a while. So, anyways. So I'm going to put the intro screen up for right now and just let you all listen to some music. And then if somebody comes on that wants a reading, then we will go back into that until I get something else that sparks my noodle to have done. That was not what I was wanting to do. Go back. So anyways, yeah, enjoy the music. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and like me on Facebook, and follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at Guide of the LIGH1. I don't know. Don't ask me. It was a Twitter thing. Hello, Ann Wallace. Thank you for popping in. How are you? And yes, I am sorry. There is probably going to be a little bit of a lag. Sorry. I'm doing my best here. So. Yes. I tried to get on as often as I can, but I'm sure everybody else, they got to work and stuff and everything. But yes, it's nice to be here and everything. And I hope you are well. You and all of your everybody. Broke your foot. Broke your foot. Oh my Lord. Girl, what are we going to do with you? We have a mutual friend. Well, Anne, I sure am glad to have you here with us tonight, this evening. Hey, whatever. You know, it's some time of the day at some random day of the week, right? Well, what can I do for you, Anne? If you just want to chit-chat, we can chit-chat. Whatever I do, huh? Well, it's not much of a show right now. I don't have many people coming in. But the hopes are that there will be eventually. I got some stragglers that will come in once in a while that are pretty, what do you call it? Faithful. That like me and like my personality and all that. So they'll pop in from time to time, but of course it would help if I could actually get like consistency in actually getting the show out. But whenever you got limited resources and stuff and trying to make all of that work, and so on, it's just the show sometimes is hit and miss, and so but I will be more than glad to do a reading or whatever. If you, I'm doing donation /tip right now, even though I do have a menu. The menu is just basically a suggestion and not the rule. I would like to do readings over Facebook Messenger if I could, but some people just aren't quite there yet. Okay. And I'm gonna do my regular layout for you. Or what I call the reader special. It's a spread that I came up with myself, And so it's just kind of a general clarity type of spread. Is there any particular thing you would like some further insight on about your life right now? Something to do with job, or which I know right now all of the crazy thing with jobs going on is like, anyways. But relationship, and that doesn't even have to be a romantic relationship. It could be a relationship with a friend or whatever, or just a general reading. What do you need to know for your life right now at this moment in time? So. Okay. We can definitely, yeah. So we're going to kind of just this will be kind of a general reading, and so what I need from you, Anne. Yes, there is a lag. There is a lag. It's not as much a lag on that end as it is on, well, it's not as much a lag on this end as it is on that end, because it takes time to get from here to there. But we'll do a general reading. I need 3 numbers. The first number, now listen close. The first number I need is between 1 and 16. The second number I need is between 1 and 22. Then the third number between 1 and 40. Okay? 1 and 16, 1 and 22, and 1 and 40. Three, 6, and 36. So what I have here is I have a deck that I have split into 3 groups. I have the court cards in one deck. I have the major arcana and a second deck, and then I have the lower 40 of the minor arcana in the third deck. And so that's that 16, 22, and 40. So what I do is I shuffle the cards, I cut the deck, and then I pull out the card that you have told me, which indicates your energy coming into the reading. Oh dear. Hang on. Give me just a second here. Rut-row raggy. You know, them were just working earlier. Hang on, give me just a moment. Okay, I don't know what's going on with my cameras. Oh well, I don't know. Don't ask me. Gotta love technology. That's all I know to say. See, that is very yellow now, too. That's like a yucky yellow. What the heck? How in the heck? Wow, I don't know. Oh well, love technology. Lordy. Okie dokie. Well, so yeah, you can deal with it. It's just, I don't know. It's frustrating. See, it done got me all flustered, and I done forgot what it was. So, I am a little different when it comes to reading. I have notes, and I use my notes because there's, well, one thing, my memory is not all that great, but then it kind of helps bring in the thought a little bit better for me, so that I can bring a bit better thought for you or whomever, whatever. You get what I'm saying. Now, the recent losses, you're saying there was more than one loss then recently? Not that I'm questioning that, but I'm just wanting to clarify. Okay. Was one of these a child? A kid? Like maybe between, I don't know, I'd hate to put an age on it because I can't really, I'm not really feeling the age. Or maybe they were even like childlike. Okay. It's okay. Do you get time with him? Like, do you get to visit him? Okay. All right. Is he kind of an outdoorsy type? Okay. The parent that passed. So this is the connection. The parent that passed, were they a practical saver? Yeah, that's the question. I'm sorry, my mind is and there are things that the child does that remind you. I'm getting there's a sense of like a practical joker. But there's things that the child does that kind of remind you of the parent sometimes, of your parent. Okay. So know that this is know that this is a confirmation of that the spirit, that playfulness of the parent is still with you, and you get to see that manifested through the child. And even if the child was born before the parent passed, which that's possible, but that those kind of manifestations are a kind of reliving of the parent, and they're there to remind you that things are the way that they should be. That was what the first card was, which is the Page of Pentacles, which talks about a young child. It talks about a practical little saver, born entrepreneur, and favors the outdoors. And with them reflecting each other like that, with the child reflecting the parent like that, that's just that extra confirmation, to be there to give you that sense, help you with that sense of peace. So the next one is the Star. And the Star refers to a time of peace after the storm and new hope. One's life is falling back into place because one had faith. The danger is past. So, you're in a time and position now that you can rely on there being this time of peace and calm to be able to get that sense of clarity that you so need, so drastically need right now. So don't hold back on that for yourself. Make sure you hold on to that glimmer of hope. Okay? Because that's what's going to get you through. And then the last card is the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords talks about moving away from the chaos and moving into calmer waters. One will start noticing new opportunities and syncreties. Remember not to take the past with you, though it is something that we have to remember. Don't live in a time that is no longer in the present. And I know losing a parent, losing a grandparent, losing a close family member like that is tough. And sometimes it's easier said than done to not take that with you. But in the presence of this time, and in the thought of moving on, that child, your grandson, is going to be the rock. He's going to be a special piece in your life. And you asked, so my dad is with my grandson? I would say yes. I would say the very fabric of who your dad was is right there with him. Maybe not him, maybe not your dad personally, but the very fabric of who he is, of who your dad was. So, keep your head up and keep it up high, because there's no shame. There's no shame at all. You are very welcome. I'm sorry, I'm tearing up here. Blessings to you, Anne. And I hope and pray that this situation with your grandson works out. We're actually going to send positive energy toward that right now. And sending that out to Anne and all parties involved, that she and her grandson can be together, and that all will be safe and whole, carrying from this day forward. Amen. So, and if you want to give, or you can give, there's a link in the description to my PayPal. If you would like to give, everything that I get through the show goes right back to the show and trying to make the show just a little bit better. So yeah, you're very welcome, Anne. You're very welcome. Of course, at this time, I'm not requiring any payment from anybody because of the craziness going on with COVID-19. But like I said, I tried to do what I need to do, and I do my best at it. And every little bit helps. So, anyways, So, ladies and gentlemen, it is midnight 03. Just switched over, and so that's not a bad thing. I think I'm gonna stick around for a little bit longer. And if you're still here and we can chat for a little bit, or I'll just sit here and wait. So, anyways, I wished I had some more content to talk about, and I'm going to have to really work on that. Because I really don't know what you would talk about. So I'm actually doing this more like a I'm on YouTube as like I'm in a shop and YouTube is my shop. So anyways, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're watching the replay. That would help me out more than nothing. More than anything. Well, no, I mean, there's some things that could help me out a lot, but anyways, I am trying to get to where I can work on get a couple better cameras or whatever. So, you know, hey, we'll make it work one way or another. But anyways, yeah, so I am still here, but I'm going to pull up the intro screen and turn the music up, and if somebody else pops in, then we'll do a reading for them, and if you're still here and you just want to chit chat, then I can do that too. But anyways, this is Intuitive Readings with Stiofan Séamus, and I am Stiofan Séamus. Thank you, and Oh, no. Well, we've had a wonderful time today, even though if we had a little bit of trouble with the cameras. But, things happen. And, sometimes that's just how it goes. Well, thanks to a friend, we got to do a reading today, so that's great. And we thank the divine for that. And we also thank them. Don't forget about what we talked about earlier in the broadcast. Talking about in our rush back to normalcy, needing to really think about what it is that we want to make normal. So, what is your new normal going to look like? I'm Stiofan Seamus. This is Intuitive Readings with Stiofan Séamus. And you think about that.